I'm currently a South Vietnamese citizen living under a capitalist republic allegedly led by Nguyen Dinh Diem. Life in South Vietnam is very tough with so many changes going on within the government. It seems like every other day something changes in the government, and I honestly do not know who is in charge or who to listen to. To be quite honest, life is miserable here. There is no government structure, and the economy is falling apart. People are working long, long hours with little to no pay. The wages myself and my coworkers make on a local farm are not nearly enough to maintain a healthy and enjoyable life. The government provides no health care at all, and doctors are very hard to come by. It seems like my health is deteriorating every minute. Every day is a mystery where my next meal is coming from. Sometimes it will come from rations, or sometimes I'll be able to take vegetables home from the farm if I'm lucky. Today at work, I heard there was talk about the US intervening in the government and declaring war. This was possibly the greatest news I have heard in years. We are in desperate need of help, the quality of life is miserable here, and I don't know how much longer I can withstand this.
October 20th, 1979. In April of 1968, my life was changed forever. I was captured by the North Vietnamese and have now been a prisoner of war for nearly 12 years. In these 12 years, I've seen and witnessed violence and insanity in ways I never thought I would ever have to. I myself have been many times a victim of this violence, being brutally whipped and beaten if I didn't follow orders. I am writing this journal entry to summarize my life as a prisoner in case I never make it out. I've written hundreds of these, as writing and journaling has been my only escape during these years to keep me sane. Living as a prisoner has confirmed my thoughts on the North Vietnamese. They definitely are as bad as we always thought they were. One minute, they make you think that you're going to be released, and the next, they treat you like dirt. I can tell you that a minute here in captivity feels like an eternity. I have become frail, I have become scared, I am no longer myself. I am no longer the highest ranking civil servant in the South Vietnamese government. I am nothing but a weak, fragile prisoner of war. Even if I am released, freedom will have come too late. The North Vietnamese have already spread their communistic beliefs and won the war, so being released into a communist society will not even be much of a change from being a prisoner of war. Please pray for me and for my country. Sincerely, Gwen Quy Duc.
The war is over. In the end, we have won, but at what cost? I've seen terrible things during this war. I've seen people killed by gunfire, innocent people killed by landmines. Even after the war, the mines still remain. Agent Orange seeps into village water supplies from poorly maintained storage facilities. I have to find other ways to get water now that our groundwater is infected with Agent Orange dioxins. Now that the war is over, we have a new government run by the Communist Party. They wish to turn Vietnam into a flourishing socialist republic. Farmers like me are told to give a portion of their crops to the government for redistribution to others. While the thought of helping my fellow citizens is somewhat heartening, I do not get rewarded for my extra effort. The government enforces a non-competitive market, which does not motivate people to grow anything more than they need for themselves, as the fixed prices the government pays for our crops is not enticing. Vietnam once produced an incredible amount of rice, but now we are suffering from famine, and I do not have much confidence in the new economy.
My name is Keen Ninh. I was a soldier in North Vietnam during the war. Today I thought that I was walking with my missing in action team to gather the remains of bodies in the jungle of screaming souls when I was really sitting in bed. The war ended 14 years ago, but I still cannot get it off my mind. In the jungle, I saw my dear friend Tone dying, and I saw him when I dozed off. The memories cannot leave me, as they are part of me now. I don't get a peaceful 20 minutes in my day besides when I start writing. It's how I escape this brutal mind of mine, tricking me into not knowing what's real or a dream. My mind finds new memories of people that passed during the war, and every day my mind races through them all. I think about my love, Phuong, every day. I remember how we were the perfect match for each other, and how we first met. Oh, and Vuong, my fellow comrade who isn't allowed to drive anymore because he drinks too much every day to try and forget about the war. We both have different approaches to our problems, but neither seem to be working.